Today, we will take a look at concrete construction. First of all, we should look at the BIM that adopted all the process of DDP construction, include concrete construction. The Dongdaemun consists of an 86,564 meter scale plaza and park. The core facility provides space for art exhibitions, conferences, and a design museum. It was one of the first projects in South Korea to use BIM. The surface is covered with 45,000 curved aluminum panels. This complex design put pressure on both the program and budget. The unique free-form building had to be created from reinforced concrete. The project team was also very large and comprised of excellent members, but BIM offered the chance to address many of these issues. To construct the facade, the project team looked for a quick and affordable way of manufacturing the 45,000 aluminum panels. As each panel was unique, it was not that easy. At a rate of 1 every 2 hours and at a cost of $7,000 per square meter. Finally, the team developed a new technology called multi-point stretch forming. Each panel's data was extracted from the BIM. The cost averaged between $250 to $400 each panel. The average time was 15 to 40 minutes. Forming the unique annex buildings demanded highly accurate information for design team. The graphical information were sliced by 30 cm. And this information passed to the form workers. In detail, what principle was it possible to construct a complex and difficult informal building? Samsung Corporation, who was in charge of the construction, is said to have been very troubled. After hard work, they found an advanced case of overseas, which was an auditorium in Spain. No matter how complex an object is, it can be made into a simple 2D shape by breaking it down into pieces. And when it is put together again, the shape is realized. With this principle, the BIM model was cut into sections at 30 cm intervals. Drawing or formwork were made based on these sections, so that informal concrete pouring was possible.
Well, I think for a long time we've been interested in this interpreting, let's say, sites in the city like this, which are partly landscape, partly building, and how they could be interpreted as one single entity, but they actually have two sides. As I said, we started off with fluidity. The intention was to move seamlessly from the outside into the interior of the building. So that's all kind of connected together. There's no demarcating line between exterior and interior and landscape and building. So these lines are completely blurred, and you have a continuous surface which allows you to have multiple activities at the same time. I really don't know. I mean, I think what would be nice is that they, their view about your typical building will change, and that could be rather, helpful, let's say, or useful. But more importantly, I think because of its strangeness, it would allow them maybe to enjoy it in many different ways and have an experience which is not the same as they've had when they go to the neighboring site.
Next, let's look at the 3 features of the concrete construction process of DDP. First, it is necessary to find out the cement-water ratio, which is an important factor in the manufacturing process of concrete. Concrete is made of cement, the aggregate, and the water. At this time, the properties of concrete vary depending on the amount of water entering. The fluidity and strength are inversely proportional to the water to cement ratio. In the case of DDP, 37.7% of high liquidity was used in consideration of the informal foam. Second, it is necessary to find out the formwork required for concrete placement. The formwork to be made for informal concrete also had to be informal, so the method of making the formwork was also difficult. At this time, Samsung devised the formwork method named the Lebanon method. Using the BIM described above, first, get the drawing of the formwork. Based on the drawing, a curved wood board is manufactured at 30 cm intervals. After installing the external plywood, reinforcement is installed on it. After installing the internal plywood board again, install the reinforcing bar. Finally, concrete is poured. Third, in order to reduce trial and error, a mock-up was produced to test the quality. Mock-up means a full-size test product. Due to the difficulty of informal concrete, there was a concern that the quality of the concrete could be bad due to bubbles. To prevent this, a mock-up was manufactured to control the quality. Based on the above 3 features, DDP was able to successfully construct informal concrete. Thank you for listening.